Hello everybody, Storm here. Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Online Heavensward. In the last episode, we were dealing with the whole situation in Ishgard, with certain elements of Ishgard's society not exactly being thrilled about the revelations of the truth about the Dragon Song War and the, peace process with the dragons. And had decided to begin, setting fires. And when we started questioning their arsonist and they realized that the jig was about to be up, they decided to go ahead and take a bunch of hostages in the vault, which is where all the refugees from the various fires were being tended to. So we broke into the vault, attacked the hostage takers, rescued the hostages. But one of the priests managed to take one of the hostages, a young girl, to the upper levels of the vault and eventually ended up throwing her off the balcony area up there. Fortunately, Vidolfnir was in the region, coming to deliver a message about Needhog, that Needhog's brood is on the move. And was able to rescue the girl before she hit the ground. Which is good. Not only for the girl, but also for the fact that the various witnesses there managed to see the young lady being saved by a dragon. Which may help with hearts and minds. We'll see. And then we came back to Limsa to take a look at our squad, which we went ahead and sent them out on a mission, which we're going to go ahead and check what the results of that were. Alright. The mission ended in failure, unfortunately. But they did level up. So, let's see what we've got. Yeah, it's just the tactical ability is too low. Let's see. Let's see if Officer Escort will work. We just need them to basically level up a bunch so we can get their numbers up. We also need some new recruits, but I need to complete challenges to do that, and I just haven't been able to get many of them done. So that's something that I just need to work on my own. Alright, so we need to move on to the next main story quest, because we kind of had a bit of a, an ending cutscene there, because I believe that was the end of one of the main story quest expansion patches. So we're going to need to start the next one, which is going to be back in Fortemps Manor. And so we need to head to Foundation, which I'm trying to do that, and I keep misclicking things. Let me try it this way. Foundation. There we go. Oh yeah, there's one thing I wanted to check. And that is, we got this. Primal accessories of slaying. Alright, we'll wind up Harshaphant. We'll go ahead and take that. What's this? Contemporary warfare defense. Oh yeah, that's right. That's for changing someone's job. What is this? Augmented Primal Ring of Slaying, Bracelet of Slaying, Choker of Slaying, and Earrings of Slaying. Item level 240. I'm gonna bring this over here. I could use some repairs. Item level 255. So, I've already got better stuff. Alright, so then that's not that useful. But let's head on over to the last vigil. Ah, actually it's not inside the manor. There's Tatara. Alright, what news? Oh, yeah, we did have a little bit of a scene where we kind of got an idea of what Ida and Papalimo were up to. And that looks like Fulhamen. Alright, Tatara is waiting to share good tidings with you and Alphino. Alright, Alphino, Ayame, I've been looking all over for you. We received news regarding Fulhamen, Hoary Boulder, and Kultane. Really? Has something happened? No, it's nothing bad. Quite the opposite, in fact. It seems that once they learned the Scion's good name had been restored, they boarded the next ship bound for Limsa Liminsa. They should be arriving any moment now. It's easy to forget how useful link pearls are, isn't it? When they work, I mean. And you don't mind being spied on. Quite. But what wonderful news. To think that our reunion is close at hand. A pleasure to see you too, Alphino. Ah, Thancred and Kryl. What brings the two of you here? Kryl and I have been looking into how we might track down Minfillia. And we may have just found the answer. Ayame, when you were fleeing Ulda with Minfillia, you said that Hydaelyn spoke to her shortly before you parted ways, yes? Well, assuming that is true, and I see no reason to suspect that it is not, it seems reasonable to conclude that Hydaelyn commanded her to remain behind. That is to say, the Mother Crystal directly interceded to guide Minfillia. Admittedly, this is all still quite hypothetical, but I propose that such intervention, however subtle, must surely leave some residual trace, a lingering disturbance in the aether, or ripple, if you will. In order to establish the existence of such ripples, of course, we will require suitable data. Fortunately, I know where such data can be found. The battleground where Ayame felled the Ultima weapon, and the site of my personal ignominy. 'Twas there that Hydaelyn intervened to shield her from the magic I invoked. Kryl and I will infiltrate the castrum and analyze the aether therein. The two of you, alone. I have a proven knack for subterfuge, and I am confident there will be sufficient nooks and crannies in which to hide Kryl while the patrols pass. Besides, if you and Ayame come along, who will see to Fulhamen's grand homecoming? When you put it like that, very well, I will trust in your plan. I know not whether this data will yield a means to find Minfillia, but it will at the very least eliminate another avenue of inquiry. Tatara and I will return to the Rising Stones and make preparations for our comrades' return. Might I impose upon you to meet them at the Liminsan docks? Then I shall see the four of you at the Rising Stones. Safe travels. Alright. So we'll be heading off to Limsa. So we'll just go ahead and return. Alright. So it appears to be this way. Actually, probably the easiest way to do that is to head out to the Arcanist's Guild. That'll get us most of the way there. Ah, in fact, there they are. Oh, Ayame, how have you been? Come here, let me have a good look at you. Think to 12. One hears the strangest tales in foreign lands. I worried about you all every day. We would have sent word sooner, but the Braves afforded us no opportunity. When they fell upon us in the market, it was all we could do to escape. Tatara found her way to you, of course, but we were forced to seek shelter aboard a Hannish vessel. It pained us not being there when you needed us most, but we made the most of it, didn't we, Coltene? Studied and trained from dusk till dawn, we did. We would have sent word sooner, but we knew not whom to trust, and with a vast distance. But those dark days are behind us at last. I shall be glad indeed to return home and speak with my daughter. What do you mean she's missing? How could you let this happen? Forgive me, I'm sure you're doing everything in your power to find her. As Thangrid must be. He watched over her from the first, long before me, and he will watch over her to the last. I shall pray for her safe return and busy myself in the meantime. For a certainty there is much and more to be done. The Braves may have bloodied us, but the path remains, and we shall not be swayed from it. Aye, that's the spirit. To the Scions, and a long overdue reunion. Huzzah! Well, there you have it. To the Rising Stones. It's been a while since we've been there.
Well done, sir. And with that, I believe we are ready to proceed.
Let us be about our business, then. The next patrol may not be so credulous.
Why must you be so disappointingly brusque? You're not at all as Minfillia described, you know. I don't think you favored me with so much as a single compliment since we set out. Tell me, did your time in the wilderness sap you of all your charm? Or are you holding it in reserve for your beloved?
This is neither the time nor the place.
Well, call me old-fashioned, but when I'm risking life and limb infiltrating an Imperial castrum, I like to be sure of my comrades' motivations.
I see now where Alphino gets it from. Minfillia is dear to me. It is true. But not in the way you think. 15 years passed, when she was still but a child. There was an incident at a parade. A gubu broke free of its fetters and ran amok through the streets of Ul'dah. Had I been more attentive, I could have prevented it. But I was distracted, and her father was killed. I feared she would never recover. But in the years that followed, she showed herself to be more resilient than I had ever imagined. And when she learned of her gift, she did not flinch from the responsibility, but sought to guide others on the path. She touched the hearts of all around her. Mine, Louisoix, every Scion's. In those dark days following the calamity, she was our guiding light, our hope for a brighter future. She had so many dreams, and I would give anything to make them come true.
My apologies. I can see she means the world to you. I did not mean to pick at old scars.
No harm done, I assure you. But fair is fair, my lady. What is Minfillia to you?
You mean you don't know? Only my dearest friend. When I finally emerged from my torpor, I learned that nary a day had passed without her asking after me. She never gave up hope. And neither will I.
Then for Minfillia's sake, let us pray that these vestiges of Hydaelyn's intervention will lead us to her.
Alright, a little more information there about Thancred and Minfillia. Alright, so we're going to Revenant's Toll and to the Rising Stones. Alright, there they are. Feels good to be home again. To think that everyone is waiting for us just beyond these doors, friends and family with whom we have shared so much. God's help me, but the older I get, the more sentimental I become. Come, let us not keep them waiting. Alright, let's head on in. Alright, speak with the Scions and the Rising Stones, 0 of 5. Alright. There's Philhammon. Alright. Eliane. Ephemi. Fills my heart to see you, with joy to see you both hale and healthy. What of Higiri? She is well, though abroad on a mission at present. It just wasn't the same without you. Welcome back, my lady. This place is hopping now. Alright. Ergmus. We could do with more of that around here. Heartfelt reunions with stalwart companions. Brings a bloody tear to the eye. Alright. He's having some fun there. Alright, Home. To secret oneself in a ship's hold to secure safe passage to a faraway land. 'Tis a tale we know all too well. When they are well rested, I should like to seek a formal introduction. Why wait, my friend? Come, there's no need to be shy. Pray grant me a moment longer at least, though I'm happy to oblige you. My legs are rather less accommodating. Alright, Coltene. Glad though I am to be home, I cannot help but think of those who have yet to return. Once you have settled in, I would join the search. Alright. And a hoary boulder there. Ochre. What in the seven hells drove my little brother to come to Mordona? Why you, brother. You and the Scions, of course. For 1,000 days I trained that I might grow as strong as you, and I might fight alongside you. Yet now that you are here, I sense that you have surpassed me once more. No, do not tell me. You trained with a Hanish, did you not? Your eyes do not deceive, brother. I have studied the trials of the braves, and drunk deep of the souls of mine enemies. Alright. And let's turn in with Tatara. Alright, it's been so long since I've seen them all like this. Too long. 'Twas the chaos born of my foolish ambition which forced them to flee. Though they are returned, there are others yet missing, others whom we cannot forsake. We'll find them, Alphino. I know I will. Minfillia, Ida, Papalymo, every last one. And when they walk through those doors, we'll be here to welcome them home. With me at the head of the queue, of course. Alright, we got steamed staff. Not actually a staff, but a dish made from steaming a freshwater fish known as a retribution staff. A long, thin wavekin believed to be the cause of storms. Okay. And a sesame cookie. I'll probably take the steamed staff. The sesame cookie sounds good. But it's more for mages than you know, physical fighters. Alright. Next quest from Alphino. Alright, Alphino is eager to return to the search for Minfillia. This will get us a Pororogo minion? I guess we'll be heading back to Matoya. Alright, Thancred and Kryle contacted us a short while ago. It would seem that their foray into Castrum Meridianum bore fruit. They asked that we rendezvous with them in Y'shtola in Idleshire, where they will share their findings. Rude though it is to depart without speaking to the guest of honor, I expect she will forgive me if I return with her daughter. Alright, back to Idleshire, and indeed we are going to be heading to see Matoya again, almost certainly. Alright, where is Kryle? There they are. My apologies. I see I am the last to arrive. So what news have you for us? Well, as we postulated, there were indeed what appeared to be the remnants of an unexplained disturbance in the aether at the scene of the Ultima weapon's destruction. A ripple at odds with the presiding pattern. Though faint, the waveforms bore a strong resemblance to those observed following the destruction of the Isle of Val, when I believe Hydaelyn shielded me with the blessing of light. To confirm our findings, we paid a visit to the Sild Aqueducts. There we detected the same waveform, but orders of magnitude larger, as one would expect of a more recent disturbance. Hydaelyn. There is no other explanation. But there is more. When they studied the site where Y'shtola used flow, it appeared that not 2, but 3 beings had been affected. Yet unlike Y'shtola and Thancred, there was no trail to follow. Our unknown third party was simply there, and then not there. I recall your visions of a vast crystal floating in a sea of aether. Though this, too, is but a theory, studies of gifted subjects suggest that, when communing with Hydaelyn, we briefly leave our bodies behind. So let us consider the facts. 1. Hydaelyn interceded. 2. A third being was caught in Y'shtola's flow and vanished without a trace. And 3. Hydaelyn may have the capacity to summon the consciousnesses of gifted individuals to her side. You are implying, I take it, that Hydaelyn guided Minfillia into the compass of my magic, that she might summon her body and soul into the ethereal sea? In which case, we must needs continue our search there. For a blessing, the means to do so already exists. I speak of the Antitower, a Charlayan construction conceived to provide scholars a vantage point over the ethereal sea. Though I know not where its entrance lies, we need only ask its last custodian, a contrary old crone who, for another blessing, refused to join the Exodus. Master Matoya was the keeper of the Antitower? I had no idea. Then our course is clear. We must petition her aid once again. Alright. So off to speak with Matoya again. Actually, let's head this direction. It should dump us a little bit closer to our destination. Then we'll still have to fly the rest of the way. Anti-tower. Okay, so I think that's a dungeon we're gonna have to run, if I remember correctly. And hopefully we won't have to do much more to unlock it, so that that's something we will do next episode. So let's go ahead and have our chat with Matoya and see if we just go ahead and get access to the thing. Alright, Matoya. Oh, what a surprise. Well, what secrets have you come to extract from me this time? Ah, though it pains me to admit it, your words strike close to the mark. We humbly ask you to grant us entry to the Antitower. We might use it to seek a friend who we believe has been transported to the ethereal sea. And who told you I could do such a thing, I wonder? The tower was abandoned to its magical keepers 15 years ago. They have the run of the place now. If that is no deterrent to you, then by all means. Is that all? I felt sure you would seek to dissuade us from our course, given your role as a custodian. Role? Hardly. The Forum foisted the title on me. During the Exodus, every entrance to the Antitower was sealed save one. My role consists of making sure no one with ill intent sneaks through it. Such was the Forum's final order to me. Well, I can remove the wards right now. Will we be going or not? We will, Master Matoya. We'll do whatever it takes to find Minfillia. We'll see about that. Yami can go. Take the magicless rogue too if you like. He's no use to me. The rest of you will stay and work. and I'll hear no argument. Those are my terms. Oh, and I should be delighted to accompany you. Lead the way, Ayame. Thancred, no. Your etheric flow has been compromised. Do not deny it. To venture into an environment so thick with aether, so close to the ethereal sea, would be to risk further impairment, or worse. But Minfillia could be in there waiting for us. And you could die. And for what? If she's waiting beyond, Ayame will find her. Trust in her. Have faith. Damn it all. Bring her back to us. We'll give it a shot. Alright, there we go. Anti-tower is now accessible. And so we're going to need to run the duty. So we'll go ahead and end the episode here, and then we will take care of that when we come back next episode. So for now, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.